Hello there. Nicola Sturgeon has laid out her plans for an IndyRef2 at the end of next year. The SNP First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has today unveiled a new independence referendum bill and announced to Holyrood that there will be a second independence referendum, an IndyRef2, on the 19th of October 2023, just 16 months away. But it's not actually an IndyRef2. More on that in a moment. Now, in order to sidestep any protracted legal wrangling, Scotland's Lord Advocate has sent a request to the UK Supreme Court for an opinion on the legality of holding this referendum. So if the Supreme Court says it's illegal, Sturgeon can still blame London for all of Scotland's woes. In fact, she said that if the Supreme Court said no, it would prove Scotland was not voluntarily part of the Union. And during her statement to the Scottish Assembly, she basically said it was the right of the Scottish people to have as many independence referendums as they like and as frequently as they wanted them. Well, as frequently as she wanted them anyway. Now, as I said, this isn't an IndyRef2. It's a pretendy-ref. Because the purpose of the bill Sturgeon has put forward is to make provision for ascertaining the views of the people of Scotland on whether Scotland should be an independent country. Ascertain the views. It's a glorified opinion poll. It's not a binding referendum. And what she's hoping is that the Supreme Court will allow it to go ahead on that basis and that she can then somehow fool the Scottish electorate into believing it's the real deal. Well, those that want independence will vote in it, but I doubt the rest will engage at all. Staying away would send the biggest message. Hopefully the referendum will be a hollow event and all Sturgeon will have done is drag herself and her party through the mire. Would she really be shameless enough to proudly declare a result based on a totally one-sided and low turnout? The calls for her to resign would start in earnest. But be in no doubt Sturgeon will egg the pro-union side on and try to rile them up into voting so as to give legitimacy to her pretendy-ref. Don't fall for it. All I see is someone trying to force through another referendum, however flawed, within a decade of the last one so as to set the precedent that referendums must follow referendums, while hoping for a high turnout and a yes vote to force Westminster to buckle to a proper IndyRef2. As I've said before, the SNP would hold one every year if they could, until they got the answer they wanted, that is. And as a result, what we will now witness is the tearing apart of Scotland, as well as not addressing the real pressing problems that the people of Scotland are likely really worried about. And many businesses will now be looking to move out of Scotland as the confusion and unpredictable nature of Scotland's future mounts. And we still don't know what currency an independent Scotland would use.